Welcome back, everybody. We're going to be doing more Remelt, still on the Remelt mayhem cheese. We are starting off with this, I think it was bones, but then I added some black flake into it. So, yeah, we got 40 thou and 15 thou black flake. We're also going to be adding 15 thou, or we're going to be adding green flake, Kelly green flake. We're going to be adding 40 thou to start. And since this is Remelt, I don't use measuring spoons, I just dump a little bit in. Oh, okay, that's a lot. It's a little more than what I wanted. If you ever do that, don't stir it if you don't want that much. Just literally take your measuring spoon and you'll end up scooping plastic out, but like right there's a decent hunk of glitter. It'll make your work surface messy, but it'll also make the color how you want it. So I'm just gonna stir that in now. Okay, that looks good. And then I want a little bit of 15 thou, just a teensy bit, unlike the amount that we just did with the, so just a little hint. There it is. And it's different when you're working with different sizes because it won't show up as much when it's smaller because it's smaller. But then if you add a lot more, it will show up a lot more because it can fill more space, if that makes any sense. But that will probably need reheated and then degassed, and we'll get a close-up when it's degassed. We've already done another round of the green highlight stuff from yesterday, so we're on round 3. That's equivalent to around 500 mini salmon eggs, a little over 500. So if you would like to buy mini salmon eggs, reach out to me. I'm going to be doing a bait drop eventually. When everything's cured that I want to sell, I'll do the bait drop. That way if I get orders, I can sell it or ship it out right away. I'm going to hopefully wait till I get at least 3 orders before I start shipping stuff. That way I'm not making several trips to the post office. I don't live far from my local post office, but I still don't want to make trips every day. Alright, so that looks good. And degas that. And we're also going to be degassing the other color. I think they both fit. They better both fit. Come on. Well, sort of, kind of. I don't advise putting them in there how I just did, but yeah, that looks professional. I need to get a bigger vacuum pot. The size I want is, I think it's a 10-gallon pot. It's huge. But in my theory is, if we ever do something with Presto pots, usually you have to take a spoon and scoop out all the bubbles. With that size pot that I want, you can actually fit the entire Presto pot down inside of it. So that's the whole theory behind that. But we're ways away from that. That is like more expensive than 3 molds combined. That sucker is up there in price. But luckily I don't have to buy another motor for it, but still. And I'm gonna keep this one too. Or I'll get a 3-gallon and sell this one. That way I can keep degassing small amounts, because it'll take longer to suck all the air out of the bigger pot. But I'll meet you back when we're injecting. There's the bones color with a little bit of additives we put in there. And we're going to be injecting it in the 4-inch ribbon tables. So that will be sold in a pack of 6. Which takes me a little bit of time, but it's more about the materials cost than the time. because I have to do 2 injections. I only have 1 mold, and it's a 3 cavity. So, although eventually I'm probably gonna get like the AR worm or something like that from Angry AI. So, I probably won't ever have a 3rd or a 2nd mold of that, but maybe. Okay, got that going. And that felt a little weird. That felt like there was an air pocket inside the cavity. I heard pop. But there it is, topped off. Emptying out the injector. So that took me a 1/4 cup. I have exactly enough to do another round here. And then when that injector cools down, we will be injecting more. Well, yeah, we only have enough to do more of these guys on that other cup, the green highlight color. But I'll meet you back when we're demolding or injecting. Alright, demold. I had to inject off camera because I was exporting a video from editing software. That way I could post it on probably around lunchtime. Which obviously it's already going to be up by the time you see this video because it's part 2, this is part 3. So I don't even know why I'm telling you times, because you'll figure that part out. Oh man, I need to put these in a water bath. Salmon eggs are so much easier to empty out of a water bath than ice baits, because you kind of got to swallow out their tails and everything. So when I send out these nymphs, they're variable leg length. See, those ones are a bit shorter and those ones are a bit longer. I believe they're just as effective. Some people might have a preference. So that's why there's variable. I'm still trying to figure out what name I want to sell them under. I feel like I want to sell them under Stinger 13 Stinger. Because all the legs and the little tail hanging off the back is 13 of them. So there's basically 13 legs. And I think the last one looks like a stinger, so 13 stinger. You know. Oh my goodness. I just really spun that too fast and got water in my mold. And amateur hour. Okay. So dusters, again, like I always do, pull the sprue out. Just 10 times easier. Okay. Opening them up. Bang. Just gotta roll them off. Like so. Oh, I guess I should show you guys the baits. I'll show you the other half. There's a few on the other half. There's 4. Come on, where's that glare at? Here we go. Keep rolling them off. Okay. So the way that I get the stingers out, it's way easier with tweezers. All you do is you pull them up out of the water and then let them float. When they float, all their appendages spread out. So if you grab the longest tail piece, it'll keep them all spread out. Hopefully that's in focus. Of course. Keeps them all spread out. The other two, in my opinion, don't really matter if they overlap, but it just keeps them all spread out, that way when you lay them out. But if you pull them by the head, well, if I can do that, they all close up. So I prefer doing it that way. Maybe you prefer the closed up look, I don't know. That's just how they'll most likely be in the water after they cure, because there's not like a paddle tail making them move. You're just capping the rod sitting over a hole of ice. Oh man, I knew something didn't feel right. Well, no more salmon eggs. We didn't have enough plastic, which is okay. it's expected once you start running out. But what I'm gonna do is I found this color Remelt by accident doing an outro for part 2. And we are gonna throw that in there. Just throw it in there. Throw it in there, jeez. And we're just gonna see what happens. But I guess you probably want to see the ribbon tails new mold. Just pop it open. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yep. I wish I had enough plastic to make myself some. Sure there's no air pockets. Everything feels good. That's an easy way to check for air pockets, is just push down. Oh man, now it's way out of focus. Come on. Come on. There we go. Look at that. And you can see that little dimple there on the, or that little bump on the tail. Give it a little bit more motion in my opinion. I actually never saw the motion before I did that, so it might work the exact same. I just took inspiration from the whip wad and from Epic Bait Molds, which is a beautiful mold. But right now I'm worried about plastisol, not molds. There is some rumors about me getting a mold from Angling AI, a new mold. It's not brand new to their website. I've never seen any videos done on it though. So there's some rumors. I'll just put it that way. And doing these guys, I lay them out. And one thing, if you ever get this mold, you gotta watch. Watch the tails. See that little bubble there? It's the vent. It goes out to that little hole. All you do, put your fingernail on the point of that tail and just pull that little bubble and it comes right off. So you just push down there, right at the end of it, right there, and then pull that little ball and that pops right off. Right clean. Can't even tell anything was over there. So we're gonna go lay those out real quick and then I'll meet you back doing something here. Bait stool. It's a wooden stool that I've been putting baits on for the past year and about a month or two that I've been making baits. Okay, so we already injected the what is now green highlight, Yukon, a few pigments, and yellow and white. I'm assuming is how that color was made. And we got dents. I don't understand this mold. I've gone so many days without dents, and now all of a sudden I get a crap ton of dents. I don't understand. And they're all in the same spot on every single worm. The top cavity always has it in the same exact spot. At least it's a good color. At least we get to do it again. Maybe I need to heat up the mold. I mean, it's pretty warm, but I don't know. I guess I'll try that. I'll try slightly colder plastic too. Well, I think we can demold this one. Maybe. Alright. Maybe so. Yeah, we can demold this one. The last thing of worms here. That way we can get one pack of worms going. More worms. Always a good sight. Alright, so now I'm gonna go lay these out. Yeah, there we are. Okay, demold number 2, number 1 for you guys. You can see it already open in the background. I was uploading part 2 when doing these, and I just demolded them and laid them out to start the curing process. I just set them back in the mold to give you guys that kind of effect of demolding. But dents are gone. There's very, very slight ones. Zoom would sell them, so I'm going to. They don't bother me too much. Micro bubbles, they bother me. I will not sell something with a micro bubble. It drives me nuts. Because when I see it, every time I touch that worm, or pick up that worm, or pick up that salmon egg, I see it and I can't unsee it. It drives me up the wall because of that. So I never sell any like that, but yeah. That is gonna be it for this one. I gotta film an outro, but I'm probably just gonna tell you guys when I film outros doing this because it helps me when I go to edit of what videos belong to which one. Because I've been doing one a day, but I've been starting, like, well, this one I won't be. But yesterday I started part 3, I think. I think yesterday I started part 3. I know Monday I started part 2. I'm still pretty sure I started part 3 yesterday. So this one, yesterday. But, yeah, I didn't start editing this one, but I'll get you a close-up of most of the baits laying out on that stool because I'm moving some over there. That way I can get all my molds put back together and everything, but I'll film an outro then. We got roughly 3 packs there and probably 1 pack of the cheaper ones where they have bubbles and dents and stuff. And then we got some more over on the stool. We got 3 packs of salmon eggs. I'm not sure how many packs of ice baits. We got 1 pack of these. Those aren't going nowhere. I'm not liking the way they came out. They're just for me. We got 1 pack of these, 1 pack of those, and 2 packs of these. So be paying attention for a bait drop if you would like to buy any of these. You can choose scents, you cannot choose scents. But yeah, that's it for this one. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying these series of remelts. And I'll catch you in the next one.